What is the best way to save for your child's education? In aviation, a waypoint is where you adjust course to stay on track. In financial planning, we call those critical financial events. I created this channel so that no matter what life throws at you, you can maintain the vision to see beyond the waypoint. How to save for your kids' education. If you've got kids, one of the big looming questions is, how the hell am I supposed to pay for college? In Utah, the average cost of college today is $14,000 a year. So you're looking at $56,000 for 4 years in today's dollars. But if you got a newborn or a young kid today, inflation over 18 years bumps that number up to about $87,000 total. You have 3 ways to meet that expense. 1, save monthly. 2, set aside a lump sum now. Or 3, just decide not to cover full costs at all. Maybe your kid gets loans, works through school, or you split the cost. Assuming you want to tackle it head on, here's the math. Earning an 8.26% annualized return, your target savings is $146 a month from birth to hit your $87,000 goal. Or if you want to front load it, a lump sum of $18,634 today gets you there. That's a little over 1 year's worth of college today, covering 4 years in the future, all thanks to compounding. But where should you save? 3 most common accounts to invest within are a custodian account, a 529 plan, or a regular brokerage account. So let's break it down. A custodial account, or UTMA, is a taxable investment account opened by the parent but owned by the child. You can invest it however you want and use the money for anything that benefits your kid, not just education. But here's the catch. Your child gains full control at age of majority, and in Utah, that age is 21. You can't stop them from spending it however they want, so you hope they put it towards education. May not be the case. Financial aid-wise, it's also counted as a student asset, so up to 20% of the account value is factored into financial aid formulations. Now, you might think it's smart to let your child own the account so the taxes are lower. But that's where the kiddie tax kicks in. In 2025, the first $1,350 of investment income is tax-free. The next $1,350 is taxed at the child's tax rate, but anything over $2,700 is actually taxed at your rate. So you don't really get the tax savings you might expect. Contributions follow the annual gift tax limit, so each parent can gift up to $19,000 per child per year without filing a gift tax return. So you can get quite a bit into those accounts. Now, the 529 plan. A 529 plan is a tax-advantaged investment account for education. You contribute after-tax dollars, invest it, and as long as you use the money for qualified education expenses, that growth is tax-free. So that's tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals. You stay in full control of the account even when your child turns 18 or 21. It's counted as a parent asset. So for financial aid, only 5.64% of the account value is factored into aid eligibility. Contributions follow the same gift tax limit, so very similar to custodian accounts, $19,000 per person or $38,000 for a couple in 2025. There's also a special 5-year election though, where you can front load up to $95,000 per person into the plan. And thanks to Secure Act 2.0, you can now roll over up to $35,000 from a 529 into a Roth IRA if the account's been open for 15 years and you follow certain other rules. Lastly, you have a regular brokerage account as an option to invest for your child's education. This is just a plain investment account in your name, no tax breaks, but maximum flexibility. You're not locked into using the money for education, and your kid doesn't gain control at any point. It's taxable each year on dividends and capital gains, but if it's in your name, it's treated just like a 529 account for FAFSA. Instead of 20% of the asset being factored towards the FAFSA eligibility, 5.64% is only counted. This might be a good option if you want to keep your options open and not commit funds to education-only use. It is definitely a favorite among our clients. Common mistakes to avoid. Assuming your kid won't blow the money in an UTMA. Once they hit 21 in Utah, it's legally theirs. They can spend it on whatever they want. Misunderstanding the kiddie tax. Parents often think that they're saving taxes by using their child's lower tax bracket. But again, after $2,700 in income, your tax rate applies. Overfunding a 529. Don't put more than you reasonably expect to use for education. You'll face a 10% penalty and income tax on the growth if it's used for anything else. And then not adjusting risk over time. Keep in mind, you want growth in this account, but as your child is getting close to college, you'll want less volatility. I would say the most important thing is don't start too late. The earlier you start, the less it costs you each month. The power of compounding is real. Ignoring trade schools or alternative paths. College isn't the only track, and your savings plan should reflect that. I went to flight school back in 2007, and at that time, you could not use 529 funds for the type of flight school I attended. Assuming college savings will not impact FAFSA eligibility. Even modest account balances can impact aid eligibility, so knowing how accounts are treated really matters. So how should you save for your kids' education? There's no perfect answer, but there are smarter ways to approach it. If you want the tax benefits and don't mind the money being locked up for education, a 529 plan is tough to beat. If you want flexibility and you're okay with your child eventually taking control, a custodial account might be the right fit. But a regular brokerage account in your name gives you the most freedom and control and is one of our favorite ways to save for future expenses. But it does have fewer tax perks. The key is starting early, staying consistent, and using the tool that aligns with your values and your goals as a parent. And that's exactly the kind of planning we help families with every day. Figuring out how to build a financial plan that supports their life, their kids, and their future. If you want help running the numbers or building a saving strategy that fits your situation, reach out. We're happy to walk you through. Every flight has turbulence. What matters is adjusting when it counts. Stay on course and keep seeing beyond the waypoint. Make sure to subscribe if you want to follow us along our journey of helping clients reach their financial freedom.